Hi there, Kira here with another scrapbook layout process video for Citrus Twist. So I'm using my main scrapbooking kit from Citrus Twist for the month of March, and also the embellishment kit this time. So I started with this photo of my husband and my son, my youngest son, and my husband was pushing my son on the swing, and I got a good picture of both of them smiling while they were doing that, and so I thought it was cute, wanted to scrapbook it. And in the photo, they're both wearing like blue shirts, but my husband has a little bit of orange on his shirt, and then from the swing set, there's like a little bit of orange from the pole. And so I wanted to bring those colors into the layout, since those colors are in this kit. So I got this paper. This is from the Here and There collection, and one side is this really cool black and white pattern, and the other side is this really gorgeous orange color with like pink leaves. And so I thought I would use that as kind of my starting point. So I put the paper down about 2/3 of the way up a white piece of cardstock. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of layer some pieces along that edge of the paper, I guess. So I grabbed this journaling card. This is from the cut apart sheet that was in the kit. And I am going to set that beside my photo, which is kind of similar to the last layout I did, but that's fine. And then I'm just going to grab a bunch of pieces from the ephemera pack that I thought would work well with the kind of color scheme I'm going for. So I grabbed out some of like the bluish teal colors, anything with orange in it, anything with black and white, and anything with a little bit of the pink and orange in it as well. So lots of tags in this ephemera pack, which I love, and lots of fun little pieces that it's kind of a travel collection, the Here and There collection. It's very like travel themed, but I think it works really well for anything that has guys in it. Like, I don't think there's a lot of gender neutral collections out there. I think it's either very feminine or like totally boy. But I love this collection for scrapping pictures of my kids kind of playing and stuff, because it's very like adventure-y, and so I think it works well for just kind of your everyday kind of boy playing photos, I guess. So I'm looking through the ephemera pack again to see if I can find anything else that might work. I found this little piece that has like some blue on it. It says adventure. This other piece was from the cut apart sheet, and it says here we go again. And so I pulled those out, and I like the way that's looking so far. So now I'm trying to think of my title. Originally, I had liked the Big Adventure title, and I was gonna have it exactly how it is on the page. So like the 3 letters on each row, and then going down for my photo. But then I saw this Here We Go piece, and I was like, oh, I kind of like that. So I decided to use that as my title. So I'm going to just put those down, not exactly where they're going to go yet, but kind of where how I want it to look so far. Thought about using a cork piece, but I didn't like the way that looked. I really wanted to use this camera, and it had kind of gone to different spots on my layout throughout this process, but it doesn't end up making it. I thought the arrow was cute too, but then I pulled out these puffy stickers. And the puffy stickers had an arrow, but the puffy stickers had like a black and white arrow. So I decided to use the puffy sticker arrow and put that there. And then I really liked this cute little globe, and it had kind of the colors that I was looking for. And I thought that it would work well in that spot. So I'm going to keep the globe on there, even though, again, this page has nothing to do with traveling, but I don't think that matters. And then I pulled out these stickers, and I liked this little wild and free banner. I think anything that says wild, I'm going to probably use on a page about my son Elliot, because he is a little wild. So I'm going to bump it up on some foam. And it's going to look like it's hanging off of the O. That's where it ends up going. And then on the sticker sheet, there's also like these gold foiled phrases, and I thought those were cute. So I'm going to put a couple of those down here as well. And so far, I'm liking how it's looking. I want to add some more gold foil though, since I had pulled in the gold foil at the bottom. I thought I needed some up top. I thought about using this geotag, but that doesn't end up making out my layout. But these little leaves do. I thought they were kind of the perfect little pop of gold. And there was 3 on the sticker sheet, and I think I ended up using all 3 just kind of tucked up top there. And now I'm thinking, it's a little too much orange. So I take everything off. I move the paper down like maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And I'm like, okay, that's looking a lot better. And so I decided that I can start adhering stuff down. But I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. So I finished this layout. I finished filming. I was going to call it done. And I sent a photo to my friend Jen, and I was like, what do you think? And she liked it. And I was like, I feel like it's too much orange. It's just a lot of orange down there at the bottom. And she's like, no, just leave it. It's fine. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I need to rip it up and not have that much orange. And she's like, just let it sit for a little bit and see what you think. But it was driving me crazy all day. It's all I could I kept looking at the layout, because I hang my layouts on my wall when I'm done, and I kept looking at it. It was hung up on the wall, and I was like, oh man, I just don't know. I think it's just a lot of orange. I just couldn't take how much orange it was. And so I was like, well, what if I just right underneath the title, if I just ripped the paper. And I don't rip my paper very often in my layouts, because I am kind of a control freak when it comes to my layouts. And so ripping paper kind of means you have to let go of some of that control. And so I don't do it very often, but I was like, I'm going to do it this time. I think I just feel like it needs it. And so you'll see that at the end of this video, I have completely, it's just the same. There's just, the orange goes all the way down to the bottom of the page. But after the camera was off, I ripped it and then I added some white cardstock behind it. And that's what you'll see in the close-ups. And I just think it turns out so much better that way. It's just a lot less orange. And so I was able to handle it a little bit better. But everything else pretty much stays the same. I kept the placement of everything the same. And it was just the orange was bugging me. So I went ahead and bumped a few things. Well, I will be bumping a few things up on foam. So the photo is up on foam, and so I decided to bump the puffy sticker up on foam too. And not much else to say about that. You'll also see in a minute when I start to do my title, because even while I was making this, I was like, gosh, it's just a lot of orange. And you see in the title, it's got, the here we is in black, which is what I have in my hand right now. But then the go is you can see through it, I guess. It's kind of like a cut file. And so I didn't like the way that the orange was peeking through. I think it would have looked cool if it was on a solid color, or if it on white. I think it would look really cool. But I just felt again, it was just too much orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the G and the O off, and I'm going to use some of the packaging from the Pink Fresh Studio Puffy Stars, I believe was the packaging I used. And it had a grid, a pink grid design on the back of it. And so I decided to just back those letters just like a cut file and trim around them so they stand out a little bit more against that busy background. And I think it turned out really cute. So I liked doing that idea. I decided to move the leaves around just because I felt like they were too close together on that right side. And then I'm going to be kind of roughing up the edges on all of this ephemera here. So I kind of like fold up the tags a little bit and just rub my fingernail just along all the edges of the paper just to make it, give it a little bit more texture. I found this sticker that says Explore More, and it kind of matches that same letterboard type of font that the journaling card is, so I thought that would be cute to use. And I think I end up bumping that up on some foam too. There was also a sticker that said Explore More, and I was like, oh, that's a little too much Explore More. So instead, because this makes sense, I use another sticker that says Here We Go. So we have Here We Go is my title. We have a sticker that says Here We Go, and then we have a piece of ephemera from the cut apart sheet that says Here We Go Again. So I didn't want to use 2 Explore Mores, but I was perfectly fine with using 3 Here We Goes. That's some logic right there. So I thought about using some of these stars because I felt like it needed something right here, but I couldn't really find the right color that I thought would work. And then same with these heart stickers. I was like, every single heart sticker, I was like, no, I don't want the black. I don't want the blue there. Okay, I'll do an orange. So I chose the orange, but again, it's a lot of orange down there, right? So I stick another another one of those hearts up top, just to bring some black into that side. There's my title backed with the graph or grid paper, which I think looks super cute. And then that orange heart, because you can't really see it that well right now, but when I rip that paper off the bottom, it pops out a lot more, and it just looks so much better with the white down below. I really wish I would have filmed that part for you guys, but it was very impulsive, and I just grabbed the layout and just ripped the bottom off. I went ahead and put some foam behind the Explore More sticker. And then I'm just going to finish off the layout with some black splatters, and I'll just go right up along that line of embellishments there. And I do add black splatters after I rip the page too, so you'll see on the final layout there are black splatters down on the white paper, because I felt like it would look weird if the black splatter stopped at the orange paper. So I do add some more black splatters there. So besides the fact that it gets ripped off screen, off camera, that's pretty much what my layout's going to look like. So I hope you guys like this, and I will see you soon for another scrapbook layout process video. Have a good day. Bye.